Today I'm going to show you how to tie the wild ripper. This is one of our bass and pike flies, and when we went pike fishing, man, we caught a lot of fish. So anyway, I want to show you how we tie it. I've already got the dumbbell eyes on and the unique hair tail in. We have unique on our website, the unique hair. We're also going to be using Northern Lights, which has been very popular and really works well. You can use this in place of Crystal Flash, enhancer, anything like that, but it also works for great tailing material and just mixing in your fly to give it some brightness. I'm also going to use Orange Kraken Dubbing. Kraken Dubbing has become very popular. It's got all sizes of wigglies in it, and it just works really well. Drives the fish crazy. I always say that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tie in some Northern Lights. Now, I try to tie this quite close up to the eyes. I'm thickening my body that way. Okay. Now I've got that pretty well tied in. Go back a little ways. And I'm going to cut that off almost halfway the length of my tail. Okay. So now I'm going to take a few of those fibers from the Northern Lights, and I'm going to tie those in right above right in front of where I put the Northern Lights already. Now, I would normally use super glue, but I'm going to wrap these Northern Lights right around that body, and that gives it more of a finished look. Okay, and it really shines. Okay, so I've got that tied in. Now, I'm going to cut off the excess, do some half hitches over it. Okay, now I'm going to tie in some Kraken Dubbing. The Kraken Dubbing we have in a lot of different colors. We actually have unique hair in quite a few colors, and we also have the Northern Lights in quite a few colors. I'm going to just take a little pinch of the Kraken Dubbing. Like I say, it's got all sizes of wigglies, and I'm going to tie that right on top of my fly, right there. Okay, now I want to kind of make a collar with that and bring it some on each side and a little bit in the bottom or underneath. And I'm going to do the underneath part next because I really want to make sure I get that part tied in good. Okay, I can see better that way. Now, there's a little bit of cracking on the bottom. You know, some of those wigglies might be longer than you want them. They can always be trimmed. Okay, a couple half hitches there. Now I'm going to do a couple of little clumps of Kraken on both sides. Try to cover this fly pretty well, and you don't need to use big amounts, just little bits. Okay, there's some on that side, and here's some on this side. Okay, now I'm going to bring that all back and tie it down. I think I got it around pretty good. Okay, I'm going to do a couple half hitches there. Now I'm going to put one more application of Kraken Dubbing right in the middle above the eyes. And I'm going to bring that back. Okay, let's see, I've got one sticking out there. Okay, now I'm going to tie that off. And now I'm going to grab some more of the Northern Lights. Okay, do a little trim job there. I want to tie some of these Northern Lights up front on the top and bend those back. Okay, and then I'm going to put some on the bottom. Just bend it over my hook or over my thread and bring it back and tie it on. Make several wraps. And of course, if I want to trim any of the Northern Lights off and make them more even, I can do that really quickly. Okay, that is called the Wild Ripper. And I'll tell you what, it's a dynamite fly. It also has some UV properties. And those of you that don't have a black light to look at those, look at the shininess of those of the materials, you should get you a black light. Okay, there's our Wild Ripper. Give it a try.